tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Pay homage to the Blessed One. Dear friends, today, August 12, 2022, at Brahma Vihara Meditation Center, I would like to deliver Dhamma talk from Connected Discourses of the Buddha, Sanyutta Nikaya, Kusala Sanyutta, the Sutta number 33, Aging and Death. Aging and death. So when we're born, so sickness, aging, rise in our mind and body, and then we die. Right? So what the Buddha said about the aging and death in this sutta. So first of all, I read this sutta and then I'll give you some comment. Right? And after listening to her, if you have any questions, so you can ask. Right? So it's better to make note, next time when you listen talk, you should make note. So that we will never forget. Right? Otherwise, okay, listening, Bhakti's talk. Maybe when I'll ask you, okay, you can ask me whatever you want now. Then no question. Forget. So it's better to make note, right? So in this sutta, the Buddha said, when we born in this world, we have plenty of property, treasures, gold, silver, a lot of money. We cannot take when we passed away. We have to live in this world. But one thing you can take with you, that one is what you are practicing here, what you are doing here. So Buddha said that one who do generosity, dana, we call in Pali. If you do 100 years dana, only one day keep the precept. So 100 years giving generosity, married, one day keep the precept married equal. And then when you keep the precept 100 years, and then one day practice meditation. So 100 years keep precept married, one day practicing meditation married equal. So which one is the highest? Meditation. So meditation is the highest one. So if you practice meditation, you'll gain a lot of merit. A lot of merit. So I don't know, most of the Buddhist people, they want to do dana, generosity. In Thailand, they said, okay, dana is the best one for the lay people. So when the monks will come for the alms round, so people are ready to donate, to offer the food, curry, different kinds of curry, and then they sit down because they need a blessing from the monk. So you have to bless them. If you don't bless, they will not be satisfied. They will not be happy. So that in there, dana is for us. Giving generosity is for us. Keep the precept and meditation for monk. But this is not right. Right? Buddha said, everyone have to keep the precept. He never differentiate He said, okay, monks, lay people, nuns, everyone, whatever you practice Dhamma, Dhamma means truth, you will gain a lot of merit. And that merit you can take with you when you pass away. You cannot take the plenty of properties. You cannot take, you have 10 houses or maybe 20 houses, you have 10 cars, fancy cars, you cannot take anything with you. That's why Buddha said, if you pass away, even you cannot take with you your family members. You have to leave them. So, what do you have to do? Just practice, keep meditation now, practice, keep the precept. So that way you'll see, you'll understand the Dhamma very clearly. The Buddha said, if you see me, you can see the Dhamma. If you see the Dhamma, you can see me. You see? And he also said, my Dhamma is immediately effective. If you practice now, you'll get result right now. This is Buddhism. There is no blind faith in Buddhism. That's why he said, Ehi Pasiku, come and see my teaching. Try to understand. When you understand it, please practice it. After practicing, if you find the truth, then you accept it. You see, this is a very wonderful word. That's why a lot of people, even who doesn't have any religions, so they think that, okay, I want to get inner peace. There are many, many millionaires, many rich people. They have everything, but still they are suffering. Mentally, they are not happy. Their minds is like fire. They want the inner peace. And they call Google brother. They say, Google brother, where is meditation center? Right? And Google brother said, okay, close to your house, that place, there is one meditation center, you should go there, and then you can find inner peace there. You can ask the master from there. Right? So in this sutta, the Buddha is going to explain what you can take with you and our body. When you see beautiful things, when you see beautiful man, beautiful woman, or beautiful form, whatever, you see, desire arises in our mind. I want to get it. Again and again, when you get it one time and you want to get more. Right? But Buddha said, everything is impermanent. Impermanent. Nothing is permanent. Whatever I can see now, beauty, that beauty will decay one day. Right? So, he explained in this sutta, aging and death. One day, our body also will be disappeared. Now look very handsome and very beautiful. You see, after 10 years, this body will be old. Some people will not like you, and you lose your tooth, and then your ears will be white, right? And then everything will be slowly decay. Then we have to pass away. So at Savatthi, sitting alongside the keen Pasenati of Kusala, said to the Blessed One. So you see, Kusala was the king of one place. During the Buddha's time, many kings, went to the Buddha. They have a lot of properties. They have everything. But still, they went to the Buddha to know what is the teaching of the Buddha. And then most of the kings, they give up real knowledge and they become monk and practice meditation. After listening talk and practice meditation, they became arahanshi. Many kings during the Buddha's time. So similarly, the king Pasenati of Kusala said to the Blessed One, Venerable Sir, for one who has taken birth, is there anything other to expect than aging and death? So who is asking these questions? King. King is asking from the Buddha. So Buddha is now going to answer, for one who has taken birth, great king, there is nothing other to expect than aging and death. So his answer said only no. And he also going to explain more. Even in the case of those affluent Khatiyas, rich, that means rich people, with great wealth and property, with abundant gold and silver, abundant treasures and commodities, abundant wealth and grain, because they have taken birth, there is nothing other to expect than aging and death. Do you understand that? You cannot take anything with you. Even though you have plenty of property, when aging and death come to you, do you think your property can protect you? Your money can protect you? Maybe you will be cured only for a few years, and after that you will die again. Right? That's why he said, there is nothing to other to expect than aging and death. Even in the case of those affluent Brahmin, affluent householder rich, with abundant wealth and grain, because they have taken birth, there is nothing other to expect than aging and death. Even in the case of those bhikkhus who are arahants, so he is now going to talk about arahant. So at the beginning he talked about who are rich people. They have everything, but still they have to give up. They have to live in this world. And how about arahant? What can they take with them? Even they cannot take, if they have any property, any things, they cannot take it with them. But still, even arahant, aging and death will come to them. He said, even in the case of those bhikkhus who are arahant, so what is the meaning of the arahant? One who attained the highest peace. One who destroyed greed, hatred, delusion. So greed you know, hatred you know. And what is the meaning of the delusion? One who doesn't understand the Four Noble Truth. Dukkha, suffering. Samudaya, cause of suffering. Nirodha, cessation of suffering. Magga, the path that leads to the cessation of suffering. How many altogether? 4. So these 4 are called Four Noble Truths. So one who doesn't understand the Four Noble Truths, we called what? Delusion. Exactly. Who said delusion? So one who will understand the Four Noble Truths, wisdom arises. You understand link of dependent origination. You understand the Four Noble Truths very clearly. That means wisdom arose in your mind. So wisdom arose in your mind, no hatred, no greed, then you attain arahantship. Right? Is it clear? Right? So he said, who stands has destroyed no unwholesome thing in his mind. Everything is wholesome. Who have lived the holy life, done what had to be done, laid down the burden, reached their own goal. So what is the own goal means? Nibbana. Utterly destroyed the fetters of existence and are completely liberated from the final knowledge, Nibbana. Even for them, this body is subject to breaking up. You see, even for Arahant, subject to breaking up, subject to being laid down. The end of the Sutta, he said, the beautiful chariots of kin wear out. This body too undergoes decay. But the Dhamma of the good does not decay. Do you understand what he is talking about here? He said, Dhamma, the Dhamma of the good does not decay. Never decay. You can take the Dhamma with you. You know? So, the good proclaim along with the good. So when you practice meditations, then you can take this merit with you. It will support you to attain mystery mantra, to attain jhana, all the jhanas, right? And then to attain Istri mantra. Yeah. So, but unwholesome things, if you commit unwholesome things, it will support you to go to the health. Unwholesome. This is according to scripture, you know. But we have to think that karma. So this afternoon, Terry, you told me I had a question about the karma. So I want to talk about a little bit karma, you know. We have to know there are good karma and then bad karma. So what are the good karma? There are, you know, if I keep the precept, there are 10 kinds of akusala karma, we call it in Pali, unwholesome karma, and 10 kinds of wholesome karma. Right? So when you keep the precept 10, what are they? Not to killing any living beings, not to take what is not given, not to commit adultery, not to lie with anyone, not to slandering, not to use any hurts word, not to gossip, right? And not to raise a lot of greed in your mind, not to raise too much hatred, and not to wrong belief, you know. Just listen and then believe. No. So these are the wholesome. It's all the wholesome. Right? And if you do that, just opposite. That is the unwholesome. That's why you say wholesome karma and unwholesome karma. Akusala karma and kusala karma. So, what we are doing here now is the wholesome action. Right? So, in the Dhammapada, you will see that, as I mentioned earlier, meditation is the highest one. Only one day. Can you imagine? Only one day you practice meditation and you will gain a lot of merit. 100 years. You'll get a lot of merit. So that's why when we have this ceremony here, and every ceremony I encourage the people, okay, everyone close your eyes, practice 5 minutes meditations, and they close their eyes. Even 5 minutes is very difficult for them. Because they never practice, But still, they respect me, they follow me, So they practice 5 minutes. Even 5 minutes, they gain a lot of merit, So this practice, as the Buddha said here, this body too undergoes decay. Our body will decay slowly, decay. And then one day you'll see whatever person I saw today, maybe after 10 years, or maybe after 15 years, you'll see his body change. So when he'll get sick, or maybe he'll get a different kinds of disease, he'll get it, you'll see that his body is not like before. It became skinny, right? Decay, changing. That's why Buddha said everything is changing. So changing is suffering. Is there any control? No. I want to be handsome forever. Can you? No, it cannot be. I want to be young boy forever. You cannot. Your mind will not listen to you. You can say, no, I don't want to be old person. I want to be all the time handsome boy. So that everybody, when they will see me, they say, oh, handsome boy come. They'll appreciate. Mind will not listen to you. So automatically, you aging and death will come. One day we will pass away. But one thing we have to remember, that's why Buddha said in the scriptures, Manussa labang dullabam. This is Pali. To get a human life is very rare. We are very fortunate. We become human being now. Because only the human being in this world, we can do generosity, dana offering, we can keep the precept, and then we can practice meditation. Only the human realm, only the human world. So if you're born in the heaven, you cannot do that. You just enjoy singing, dancing. You just enjoy. You don't have time to keep the precept, to practice meditation over there. So when you're reborn there in the heaven, you see, you'll get long lifespan. And when your lifespan finish, then according to your karma, you may reborn again as a human being. But we don't know. You may reborn in rich family or poor family or middle family. It depends on your karma. So that's why I said, You are very fortunate because you are a human being. Only in this world you can practice meditation. You can do the generosity. You can keep the precept. Only in this world. But the other realm, you cannot do that. You see how wonderful advice? So that's why we should not waste our time. Wake up early morning. Practice meditation at least 30 minutes. Right? At least 30 minutes. Wake up early morning, practice at least 30 minutes. And then when you are walking on the street, you can radiate loving kindness to a spiritual friend. Some people say that, Bhante, I don't have any spiritual friend, So you can choose me. Bhante. You can radiate loving kindness to the Bhante, right? It's very easy. Remember Bhante is smiling. Right? Remember Bhante is smiling and then radiate loving kindness to Bhante. Can you do that? When you are walking on the street, may Bhante be happy. May Bhante be peaceful. May Bhante be full of joy. May Bhante be, and so on. Whatever you want to wish, you can radiate like that. Right? When you are taking shower, when you are walking on the street, when you are going to the Home Depot, or when you are going to the grocery, all the time you can practice this meditation. Remember, that time you will gain a lot of merit. And this all merit will follow you when you passed away. It will support you. You'll never reborn in the lower realm. So according to Buddhism here, said that why some people poor, why some people rich, why some people ugly, why some people beautiful. 14 questions one Brahmin asked the Buddha. 14 questions. Then Buddha said, some people very, very stingy. In the past life, they have a lot of property. They are very rich, plenty of treasures, but they never give to the others. They never donate to others. When the monk came at their house for collecting the food, when we become monk, we have to go for alms round, and people donate to us, offer the food, 1 spoon of rice, and they offer also curry. I was in Thailand about 4 years. So I woke up about 4 o'clock in the morning, and 5 o'clock I went for alms round. It's still dark, On the street, people ready to donate, and they offer first the alms bowl, they offer rice, and a small packet, they put the curry, and they put in my bag the curry. After that we have to bless them, May you be happy because of these donations. Ayu Vanna Sukham Balan. So you will be long life, we should bless them, right? You'll be free from suffering, free from danger, free from difficulty, right? When you bless them, and they'll say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. That means well done, well done, well done. So you bless me, I accepted your blessing. They are very happy and they leave, So that's why during the Buddha's time, even the millionaire who were very rich people, they didn't donate themselves, and they also said to other, why are you going to donate to those monks? Those monks only eating, sleeping at the temple. They are not working. They should work themselves. Who said? The poor millionaire, rich people, very stingy people. When they pass away, because of that karma, because of that unwholesome action, if they reborn again as a human being, they reborn in a poor family. This is what the Buddha said. So that's why he became poor. Because in the past life, he didn't donate. He didn't do generosity to others, to the monks, to poor people. And why some people are very rich? Because in the past life, they keep the precept, they did generosity, they donated to others. You know, because of that wholesome action, when they become again human being, they reborn as a rich family. So that sutta name is Sulla Kamma Vibhanga Sutta. You will find it from Majjhima Nikaya. Okay? So if you read Chula, C-U-L-A, Sulla Kamma Vibhanga Sutta. If you read that, you will get it. Why some people are beautiful, handsome, while some people are ugly? Why? Because in the scripture said, you know, when you offer the more flowers, that's why in Thailand, you know, when we go for alms round, people offer us flowers a lot, you know, plenty of flowers, especially ladies. They offer to the monks, you know. So if you offer more flowers, because of that merit, you will be very handsome, very beautiful in the future. If you become as a human being again you will be very handsome and beautiful. So who didn't offer the flower in the past, they become ugly, you know. So there are 14 questions you will find in the Sulla Kamma Vibhanga Sutta from Majjhima Nikaya. Alright? So these are the karma, just little bit explanations. And then later on I will explain the more detail. Right? So you see, everything is changing. Everything is changing. If you want to be baby forever, you cannot. If you want to be handsome forever, you cannot. You know, some people, some handsome boy and beautiful girl, they proud themselves, I am very beautiful, I am very handsome. But beauty will decay one day. Right? Okay, let me give you one example. Nanda, Kajing of the Buddha. Buddha went for the Sakya place where he was born to see his parents, you know. When he went for the alms round, and his bowl he gave to Nanda. Okay, Nanda, you take my bowl. And Buddha is walking to his monastery. And Nanda is following him. And after arriving to the temple, Jatamona monastery, the Nanda said, Bhante, you should take your bowl. I should go back to my home. Then Buddha said, why do you want to go back? He said, you know, I always remember my girlfriend because his girlfriend was very beautiful. He said, Nanda, you should become monk. He said, no, I don't want to be monk. If I become monk, I'll miss my girlfriend. Why? Why do you miss your girlfriend? Do you know my girlfriend is very beautiful? And Buddha said, okay, I want to show you something. And Buddha used his psychic power. He said, Nanda, you should see now. By using his psychic power, and one girl appeared in front of Nanda. And that girl is very beautiful, much beautiful than his girlfriend, you know. And then he said, okay Nanda, do you like your girlfriend or that girl? Which one is better? He said, wow, this girl is very pretty than my girlfriend. And then he showed another girl. That one is more better than another one. And he showed another one. So which one do you want? He said that who is really very beautiful, I want that one. Okay, that's fine. Then Buddha said, okay, you see what is going on here. Then he used again his psychic power, and beauty is going to decay. And eventually, all the skeleton, he could see that. He said, Bhante, everything is changing. Few minutes ago I saw those girls are very beautiful, but after 5 minutes, all the beauty gone. Then he experienced. You know, everything is impermanent, anicca. What is impermanent is dukkha. And there is no soul, impersonal. Everything is impersonal. There is no I, no me, no my. Everything changing. And he became instrumental. Who? Nanda. And Buddha said, Nanda, do you want to go back at home? Do you want to see your girlfriend? No, I didn't want to go back. Bhante, I want to be monk. Please ordain me. And then he got the ordination. And after getting ordination, high ordination, then he listened Dhamma talk from the Buddha and practiced meditation. Eventually, he liberated. He became Arahant. You see? So that's why when you see any beauty, don't be too attached. Everything is changing, right? There is no control. You cannot control anything, right? So that's why meditation is very powerful. As I give you the main key, if you do 100 years donations, so 100 years donation married, one day keep the precept married equal. If you keep the 100 years precept, so 100 years keeping precept married, one day practicing meditation married equal. So which one do you like? Meditation, right? But of course we have to do three things together. That's why number one, dana, giving generosity. Number two, keep the precept to purify our mind. And number three, meditation. So why do we donate? Why we have to donate? Buddha said, our mind is like a stone, full of attachment. Very like a stone, you know. Do you see the ice stone? You know ice? So when ice melt slowly, so you have to warm it, right? If temperature very down, then ice will be like a stone, very strong. But when that ice when you bring inside of the house, because house very warm, then ice will be melted slowly, So our mind is like a stone, full of attachment, hatred, greed, delusion, full of. So Buddha said, if you want to reduce your craving from your mind, you have to donate. You have to give up something. Number 2, keep the precept. When you keep the precept, you purify your mind. You purify, you think that my mind is now clean. You never feel guilty. That's why, the people who come here for practicing meditation, I told them, you must keep the 8 precept. Why? Because when you keep the precept, your mind is purified. Your mind and body, you feel so light. You'll think that you really practicing meditation here. You feel so light. Right? And then I also said, if you break up the precept, you must come to me. Bhante, I break 1 precept. Please give me 8 precept again. You have to take 8 precept again from me. So that way you'll never feel guilty. If you never come, you break up the precept. You broke up the precept and then, I didn't want to go to Bhante. Even I don't want to say to Bhante. Well, that's fine. You want to keep secret. When you practice, even 5 minutes you will be able to sit. Because you feel guilty. I broke up precept. 1 precept or 2 precept. So before you used to sit 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 1 sitting. But when you broke up the precept, even 5 minutes you cannot sit. Because you feel guilty. So that's why I don't want the meditators to feel like that. So I want them, okay, please come. If you break up the precept and come to me and accept again 8 precepts, that way you feel purified. And number 3, meditation. So first, dana, keep giving generosity. Second is keep the precept, and third one is meditation. So when you fulfill 2 things, giving generosity, dana, keep the precept, sila, these 2 things will support you to develop your meditation well. That's why Buddha said, number 1, giving generosity, dana. Number 2, keep the precept, sila. And number 3, develop meditation, bhavana. Everything we have to do step by step. So that way you see your meditation develop very well. You got it now? Right? So we have to practice. This is great jewels for us. You see, we are suffering all the time. We are living in the society, we are living in the family, right? We are associating with the girlfriend, boyfriend, and other places, at the job. We are suffering mentally, physically a lot. No peace at all. So Buddha said that only you can get a peace when you practice the Dhamma. When you practice the Dhamma. So those who practice the Dhamma, Dhamma means truth. What is going on in my body and mind? Here. Nothing else, nothing outside. Inside here. we have to think all the time in this body, outside of the body and inside of the body. Whenever I talk about from the Sutta, you always think that in this beautiful handsome body, outside and inside, the Buddha talk about. So that way you understand very clearly Buddhism, very clearly the meditation, right? So we have to, if you continuously practice this meditation, you'll see within 1 week, I can say definitely your mind will change. Within 1 week, if you follow my instruction, right? And if you think that no, one day I really went, one day I should not follow his teaching anymore, so that we'll never get a taste of the Dhamma. If you really want to get the taste of the Dhamma, you must follow my instruction and you practice here as well as at your home. And whenever you are walking on the street and whenever you are doing any activities, this practice for all the time. All the time, not only for 1 hour, 2 hours only. All the time. When people become angry with you, what will you smile? So that guy will think that he's crazy. I am mad with him and he's smiling. So who is suffering? That guy is suffering. I am not suffering. Of course he will tell me I am crazy, but actually he is crazy. You know? He's the full of anger. And his mind is like burning. But I am not, my mind is okay. I am peaceful. That's why I am smiling. So smiling is the wholesome things. When you smile, the wholesome arises in your mind. So your mind, when you smile and then you see your mind and body, you see that feel light, completely light. No tension and tightness. Just relax it, relax it. When you feel in your head tension and tightness, you'll see like this. Okay? You just relax. Just take relax step. Relax step. So when you take relax step, not only in your mind and also in your body, whole body. So when somebody angry, you should not be angry. You should not show him, I am angry person now. No, not like that. You smile. When you smile, then one day you'll see that even though I am showing my anger a lot, but still he's smiling. That means you will be the number 1 loving kindness practitioner. You will be the winner. This is the characteristic of the loving kindness meditation. You know, when I go outside, when I see somebody, hello, hi, some people, then nobody speak, you know, but it's okay, this is his pain, this is not my pain, you know. 2007, I went to Europe, Netherlands, France, and Poland. So when I went in Poland, because one of my friends rented one student hotel for me. You know, only that hotel is only for students. Students can go there and stay a little bit cheaper, you know. I took the bus from the airport, and after I get down from the airport, I couldn't find a hotel, that hotel, a student hotel, you know. And people are walking very fast. In my life I saw, first time, you know, they are walking very fast, like running, you know. And I said, excuse me, nobody speak with me. I said many times, excuse me, please, I need your help. They never speak up. They don't want to help. In that way, this country better, In America, when somebody say you need the help, they will come to you. May I help you? May I help you? Right? But in Poland, I told them, excuse me. They don't want to talk with you. So we are as a loving kindness practitioner, you have to say first good morning to others. Why you have to wait from somebody? He has to tell me good morning first. No, I have to tell you. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, right? And a smile. Then you'll see, because of the power of your smile, they will start smiling. This is loving kindness. So that way you'll see, you will be a happy person all the time. And you also can make others to be happy. Right? So, you think that greed, hatred and delusion is not good things for us. This is like enemy for us. This enemy is not outside. It is here in my mind. So when greed arises, I know it. When hatred arises, I know it. Right? When delusion arises, I know it. So do you want to increase it? No. I want to destroy. I want to give up. Let it go from my mind. When you see greed arise, oh, I know you, friend. You should not arise anymore to my mind. You have to understand it. When you know it, let it go. Then when hatred arises, your mind is like burning. It's okay. But I know you, friend. Okay, then just it's only for anger. Let it go. It will go away. And when delusion arises, you are not going to understand the Four Noble Truths. Right? When wisdom arises, then, okay, this is delusion. I know it, I understand it. Just let it go. That way, you can overcome all the fetters, all the things from your mind, and eventually you will become stream mantra, once returner, non-returner, and arahant. Right? This is the end of the talk today. Right? Any question?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you explain very practically how you get from attachment to beauty to suffering? Can you explain how it gets there?
I mean, the attachment to beauty to the suffering.
Right. What are the steps that eventually lead to suffering?
As I said in the Sutta, when you see the attachment, the beauty, we have the six senses: eye, ear, nose, body, and mind. Through the six senses, detachment arises when you see the form. So that form could be beauty, could be anything, right? So who recognizes it? Perception. Perception is saying, okay, this is beauty, right? And I'm talking about through the meditation, okay? That will be very, because you said the practical way. So when you see that beauty, because through the six senses, your six senses will work together and form. By seeing the form, by seeing the beauty, attachment arose in your mind. And if you think that this is permanent, then your attachment will increase. Who's increasing? You are increasing because you are still on that form. Does it make sense?
Because of the craving for the form.
Exactly. And if you think that this beauty may be not permanent, it may decay, it may fade away, right? So if you just think that way, then your desire will disappear. For instance, my mind is the opposite of loving kindness meditation, right? Okay, I am saying to my mind, don't move from the opposite of meditation right now because I am practicing loving kindness. Hindrances don't come here. Do your mind listen to you? Never. Still hindrances arise. Sensuality, desire arise. Hatred arise. Sleepiness and dullness arise. Restlessness and anxiety arise. Doubt arise because no control. Arising, passing away, arising, passing away, arising, passing away. Exactly the same when you see the form, beauty, then that beauty will not last longer. Because if you have understanding there, if you know it, because of the ignorance, avidya in Pali, because you don't have wisdom, right? And your lust increasing. Wow, this beauty is really very, very good. I want to see more, more, more. That way your craving is increasing. But if you think that no, this is not permanent, why I have to be too attached to it? No, it will fade away one day. Right? It will fade away. Just your lust, you'll see only 5 seconds. It will last. And after 5 seconds, when you walk, when you do walking meditation, you think other things, then it will disappear. So next week, I am going to give one Dhamma. You'll see how to overcome the lust. That is nothing from Majjhima Nikaya. The Buddha said in that sutta, when the lust arises in my mind, you see the form, beauty rise, immediately think other topic. Immediately. You should not be still to that object of meditation. Because this is unwholesome. And you think something wholesome. So lust is not wholesome, right? It's definitely unwholesome. When unwholesome thought arises in your mind, you think the wholesome. You have to change wholesome. That way, lust will disappear from your mind. Beauty will disappear from your mind. This is the practical way.
Yeah, but it's still not obvious to me, or maybe to everyone here, how lust leads to suffering directly. I want you to explain exactly the chain reaction that happens that gets from lust to suffering.
You see, when you get this lust arising, and you got now, and then you want to get another time, and later on, I don't know how to explain it. Later on, maybe you'll think that this is not permanent, but whatever I did, I just waste my time. This is your suffering also. This is mental suffering. I just waste my time, right? What is not permanent? I just spend 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours for that, for just enjoying, and later on is nothing. This is suffering, isn't it? Because that one is not permanent. But you thought that this is permanent. But later on, is gone. Happiness gone. Enjoyment gone. This is suffering. You mentally suffer. Buddha always said mentally. You mentally suffer. Let me give you. Girlfriend, boyfriend, when they break up, they're full of stress, right? One boy came here. I think, did you meet with him? No, right? One boy came here. He called me. He said, Venerable Sir, I want to come to your temple. Okay, well, I teach meditation every Friday at 7 p.m. Yeah, I want to come. He came here. He said, I have questions. What question do you have? You know, I love my girlfriend many years, and then a few days ago broke up with my girlfriend, and I am full of stress. I'm not happy at all. Because whatever the happy life, he was happy with her in the past. Everything is coming in his mind. Coming. He feels full of suffering. He says, what should I do now? And I told him, practice forgiveness meditation. Forgiveness meditation. He said, I cannot forgive her. I still remember she broke up with me. This is mental suffering. Right? So that's why. So practice more, then you'll see. Okay? Practice more, you'll see. Brand new next week, I will give another sutta from Majjhima Nikaya. Then you'll see how when your mind is distracted. I think that sutta is the distracting thought. That's what the name is. Sutta number 21 something, I forgot. So I'll talk about next week. Then you'll see what the Buddha said. That sutta is not so long. Okay? Question? No? Yeah. Wow. You understood? Everything? No question? So anyway, so we can practice 30 minutes now. 8:15 we will end our meditations. 8:45. 30 minutes practice. This practice not less than 30 minutes. So you have to practice. I'm going to ring the bell right now. Oh, okay, now we are going to share the merit. You can see the paper over there. Okay, we can share the merit together, please. Yeah. We can recite together. Do you know why? In this place, even though we are 4 people here, we gain a lot of merit. And when Dhamma talk delivered one place, given one place, the good deities come that place, come down to listen Dhamma. And then they expect to get the merit from them, from the audience, from the speaker. So that's why we have to share the merit to them. Because they are waiting for us. Even though we cannot see them, but when you become Arahant, if you want to see, okay, I don't want to believe Bhante, it's okay. But you can, when you become Arahant, highest best, no greed, no hatred, no delusions, so you become Arahantship, then you will see where the deities, you know. So you can see that how deities are coming and receiving your merit. So that's why we should recite together and then we should share merit to them. Right? So I always say to my people when they invite me at their home to say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu 3 times equally. Do you know why? When you say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu 3 times, 3 times equal. So that way all the deities think that those people are very good. They are very good practitioner. They are really practicing meditation. They really keep the precept. They really, gaining a lot of merit. They think that way. Do you understand? So that's why we should share merit together. Alright? Okay, let's share the merit together now. May suffering ones be suffering free, and then fearless take fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share this merit that we have thus acquired for the acquisition of all kinds of happiness. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devils and nagas of mighty power, share in this merit of ours. May they long protect the Buddha's dispensations.